industry, science, beauty. Why not? The sky's the limit here at the American Prospects Expo in 1929, the year of endless success and innovation. In this modern age, American intellect has banished hubris itself. May technology's wonders speed mankind's ascent to zeniths yet unimaginable. The city of Hill welcomes speculators of all wealth, and don't forget...
Thank you. Thanks. It was so somber just a moment before. Welcome to Acquisitions Incorporated, an Arkham horror RPG mystery. I am your game master, Kris Straub. Thank you. Thank you. And let me call out my delightful table, playing Ominifis, Dran, Holkins. Playing Bertram MacDonald, Ryan Hartman. In the role of Haile Benny, Marion, Laura Stringer. And introducing as Captain Mike Captain, Mr. John Robertson.
Australia's own.
Australia's own.
Local boy does good.
Local boy makes good. I'm sorry, it's not the voice I'm doing.
Yes, it is.
We are going to find them
on
stage. You'll play in the space.
Right here. The neck is ready.
The neck is fully tense.
Perfect.
Good people. The year is 1929. On the coast of Massachusetts, some 50 miles south of Helgramite, is the city of Hill. Not Arkham. I mean, it could be. Population 40,000. A slightly younger but no less driven Omin Dran finds himself in the employ of socialite inventor and industrialist Everett Sprant, who has spent over a year out of the public eye and is preparing to debut a bold new technology on the opening night of the American Prospects Exposition. While Apex is open to the general public, its purpose is to showcase investment opportunities for wealthy financiers. Sprant is increasingly worried about sabotage or other provocateurs who could ruin tonight's demonstration, which he is convinced is worth countless millions. Now, this is the difficult part of this game, as many of you will be mulched. Omin, where does the party, where do you meet with them? Do you vet them before you ask them to come to the venue?
I consider, because understand that this is, it's 1929, so the Rolodex has just been invented. And I can slide through this device with ease to find fully disposable individuals.
You just shake it.
Yes, exactly. And I'm sure that I have some kind of a ritual, but I think each time it's more or less I just walk my fingers through, and then like in the cinematic version of it, I pick up an individual card, and then we show that person in a little cameo up in the corner. But I think that what I have done is I have told each of them to meet me probably at the expo itself. And it hadn't occurred to me until very recently that the American Prospects Expo is truncated as Apex, which I think is very tasteful. Kris, can we appreciate? All right. It's very good. But no, my fear is if I try to get them together, perhaps at a watering hole of some kind, there's just going to be personality conflicts ahead of time. It's best to have those take place in real time on the job, so that we can hammer them out in in an active context. Just hammer the entire party out on the anvil of an active job that's time sensitive.
Yeah, there's nothing like it.
Absolutely. So my suspicion is that Everett Sprant, my erstwhile benefactor, worried about some sabotage perhaps here at the debut. I don't know what it is either, but I have invited all of them probably as they are setting up, and the apparatus or whatever they are mounting there is still shrouded to the public.
That's correct, yeah. Your understanding is, and you, let's say then for the purposes of this, you have instructed your team to meet you a little ways away from the amphitheater where the demonstration is going to occur tonight, because Mr. Sprant is able to pop out, make contact with
quickly,
you, and then return to his duties.
He has a lot of, wrench activities to do back there.
A lot of oversight. And he emerges from the intended side door, maybe just as all of you are strolling up from your various carriages, or zeppelins, as it may be.
No, it should be. Hold on. It should be established that canonically, old Captain Mike Captain has, and what activated him, like the reason that he's in the Rolodex, is because he has lost no less than 5 zeppelins to some mysterious celestial property.
I'm traumatized.
And I mean, are you going to bring Zeppelin 6 here?
Yeah, do you slide down?
I mean, it would be an incredible flex if you roll in. I mean, the fact is, it's probably not the only Zeppelin here.
Yeah. Tell you what, you guys all gather together. You will know I'm here when you hear this noise. Followed by a cry of, "Oh, the humanity!" Boom.
It's going to touch down, and you just step off of the ruin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right down in. The rest of it will be managed, I'm sure. But I shake your hand as you walk right off. Sir.
Just give me a moment. God, I love the smell of burning children in the morning.
The hand becomes damp, and that allows me to extract it with ease.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you're here.
You want to play a game of how long can he sustain this voice?
Yeah.
Because that'll be it. Right.
The timer's right here.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's not
It's
this
a
amount,
finite number, yeah.
Sir.
You'll be okay.
A pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
Oh, this is exactly what I wanted. This is why we brought you.
I don't like the level of arousal I perceive.
Make peace with it, sir. Now,
That's the politest version of just take it I've ever heard.
now, Benny.
Yes, sir.
Now, I understand that you have a certain capacity with tools and a kind of strange wisdom about repairs, buildings, what they need, their inherent, perhaps secret natures. Is there anything that you can do for a Zeppelin? Is that inside your purview?
I'm not entirely sure what all of that meant, but I can tell you I'm a building inspector, and that's it's not a building. It's
Oh, God! That was pretty funny.
pleasure to meet you. Benny Marion.
I've never heard a truer statement spoken. Not only is that not a building, as of 5 minutes ago, that is not a Zeppelin.
I'd say that's pretty accurate. Yeah.
It has to burn up like the magic paper.
What's gone?
Oh yeah. Like it catches on fire and evaporates.
Hey, I kind of lean over. Is that a magnesium flame? You think?
You know, I don't know its technical name, but my God, it killed a lot of people.
All right.
Another orphanage. I just keep hitting orphanages.
Yeah, I shouldn't have called the ship that, to be honest with you. Another orphanage 6 seems insensitive.
But it's a good way to hide the news that you've lost on a Zeppelin.
You got to hang a lantern on it, yeah.
That's true. Yeah, and Bertram, MacDonald, I trust you brought your full arsenal to this job.
Yeah, I think calling Bertram to help with this, he was already coming as a recluse big game hunter. He was already coming to this science expo, hearing rumors that they might have been creating some new kinds of animals for him to kill, some sort of hybrid.
He's seen too much. He's
I
done
heard
too
there's
much.
something called a
wept.
lynx.
Yeah.
Can't wait to kill that. Yeah. So he's here for murder. He's got a boner for murder.
Perfect.
Doesn't hit as hard crashing Zeppelins right before he comes on, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll tell you who's got a boner right now, this fucking guy.
Seriously.
Seriously, shake his hand. Damp.
I don't like that word.
Damp.
No, I think the other word you said.
Boner.
That's the one.
Damp boner.
That's the one. Yeah. I prefer we keep the language a little more clean.
Here, no,
That's all right.
When the client comes out, Captain, let's keep the boners to a minimum.
That will not be a problem.
I let that sit. I feel like there's a story there, but I don't want it.
Well, Omen, you feel a clap on your shoulder. And he says, "Don't change on my account." He's been standing here the whole time.
He saw the entire Zeppelin, change states.
Yeah, he shakes each of your hands, and if anything, this display has made him feel more secure about the request for security that he's made.
Oh, he's eccentric.
He's a madman. Okay,
cool. Great. File that one away. So what he's seen is a raft of absolute nutters, and he's like, more of this.
Yeah.
It's my party. You're invited.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I give him a firm but moist handshake, and say, it's Sprint, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, I think it's Sprint. That's a new word, and it's very tasty. It has an umami character. Now, Mr. Sprint, we're here to cover absolutely every angle of this. We want to make sure that this goes off without a hitch, and the fantasy scenario for us is that you have a great show. You show out exactly what you show people exactly what you want to show them, and this is a service we can provide for you now and in the future.
You see some of that boyish affect. It diminishes some because he's gone from the welcome to yes.
The fear.
That is something I'm very concerned about. Yes, thank you. That what I have is so profound. It could change the world in the same way that the light bulb or electricity of itself has done. Or cutting bread into smaller breads.
Oh, I heard of that. It's sliced bread.
Yes, that's it.
Comes pre-sliced. It's incredible.
I've always
That's the
preferred
one.
diced bread.
It's good for you.
Yeah, you just roll it.
It takes all kinds. Yeah.
It's a crouton, right?
Yeah, that's what the French call it.
Yeah.
We call it.
You see, you've been abroad.
Yeah, and then I underwent a change. What's it to you, prick?
Now, and I say this is. I mean, it's absolutely profound. Would it be possible for us to get something of a preview? And I sort of make a move toward the door.
No, number one, the door shuts, and through the porthole you can see a guard standing. But he also steps in front and says, But these things are so sensitive. It's just not ready yet. We're still putting the finishing touches. This is merely a prototype. If I can get enough people interested in this, and I think they will be after tonight, then I will be a millionaire 3 times over.
Okay. I think
Maybe 4.
I mean, I think I know how much that is.
You're going to have $4 million.
I like this one. What I have is very sensitive and... I'm sorry, why did you gesture?
Excuse me.
Oh, no, what I have is very sensitive. It seemed like a piece of material that he would enjoy.
It was an out-of-character gesture. I think it
Who,
was not
who
in
is
the
John?
Yeah.
I am Captain, my captain. My character work is solid and good.
As for myself, I prefer to stay in the moment, but, that's me.
I have to hand it to your people. They do know their own names.
Yes. I hire only the best.
Tell us again how many millions of dollars you'll make, clever man.
I think we understood it to be up to 4.
Good
4
God.
million. As many as 4
In
million.
this economy.
Quite as much. Well, it's never been better.
Oh, yeah.
It's 1929.
Nothing can go wrong.
Yeah. We're all going to live forever.
I don't know about Mats. I just lost a Zeppelin. And a child.
If everything stays the same... I'm very sorry. If everything stays the same, here as it has in Q3 of 1929, moving into Q4, each of us could become millionaires. It would certainly be worth it to me to pay you for your time.
Well, that sounds incredible. So, let me know exactly. I mean, what vectors of attack are you most concerned about, and we can begin to assuage these anxieties for you forthwith.
First of all, are you familiar with radio?
Yeah.
If it's the radio that I'm thinking of, yes.
I've heard of it. It's a joke.
You can hear
Like
music.
a wagon?
They're both inventions, I'll give you that. But no, this radio, we are all used to news and entertainment and music at the touch of a dial. But what happens if you get too far away from the tower? I'm gonna try to hear my music. No.
I do that.
No. Imagine if that never happened again. The same tower. That deserves 2. But it's not ready yet. It's going to change all communication. We will usher in an era, making the world smaller, bringing it together. And I am going to be standing on top of that world.
So by standing on top of the radio tower, you're going to make it go better. Oh, all right.
So a really strong radio.
Yeah, it's okay.
Very, not just really strong, really strong.
Well,
Very
it seems
strong.
like you've got guards here. What do you need us for? Because, I heard there's a zoo nearby, and...
My God, that's a big gun.
Well, there are many entertainments here at the expo.
I like the zoo. They can't run in the cage.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Hey, remember from the people who brought you That Is Not a Building? That is not a joke.
I think he's serious. I think he's on the level. I just have one question, Mr. Spratt? Sprant.
Yes.
What kind of name is that?
It's Dutch. Probably.
Okay. All right. No more questions. No, I'm wondering, as my line of work has taken me into, buildings and often around them, is there any sort of, would you consent to me perhaps examining the building and to note for any porosity of entrances? I'm trying to sound like him. I thought that was what you people like.
Velocity.
Well stated.
Thank
Good
you.
try.
Thank you.
He says that he's not able to take you inside the theater yet. Is this something that you could do around the perimeter of the building? Would it be assistive?
I'd like to talk to the building, if I may. Do you have a representative of the building, perhaps, or do you mind if I just take a walk around?
May I join you?
Well, sure, by all means.
Okay. This puts him at ease if you're able to take him with you.
Yeah.
Because this is a little bit unnerving for him.
Sure. Could you, out of character, could you tell me, like, how big this guy is? How big is this building? What are we looking at? We're looking at this? Is it that?
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you are looking at that, and this geodesic structure, he explains to you in character. Of
course.
He doesn't do it out of character.
Super in character.
This is part of the antenna construction.
The dome itself.
Yeah, and within
is the antenna.
Yeah, and within the building, you imagine that space would be a little bit small, maybe this size of this room, sans the balcony up there. So it'd seat about this many.
Okay.
So, and that may give you an idea of the perimeter.
As we're walking, I'm just gonna sort of say, do you mind if I have I got a couple questions. What's the siding going on with here? How do you tell me a little bit more how you constructed this place?
I mean, it's all starts from money.
That's not it's not what we would call a traditional building material. I meant more in the sense of like we looking at this looks like cinder block to me. I mean, is that correct?
You're the building expert. I don't know, honestly.
If just a minute. So I'm just gonna lay hands on it. Like,
oh yes.
I want to just sort of give it a little knock, and as I'm doing that, I'm kind of just gonna start you just sort of hear. If I assume everyone's walking with the group.
Yeah.
Okay. The group is following.
My feeling is that the three of us are probably walking a little bit behind while you establish this rapport.
Yeah. So it's sort of like a slow walk, and I'm generally keeping it to myself. But then I just sort of reach out to the building, just have a knock at it.
Yeah. Even during this, like he's describing, it was constructed over the last 5 months. This is all new on the fairgrounds and things like that, and reputable people he's worked with before. He assumes you want to know like the
I
material,
want like the pedigree somehow.
Right.
But I'm actually much more interested in like what's the material here, and so I'm trying to take I do a couple of knocks on it.
What is your? Let's see. I know that you are skilled in this specific space. Which of these skills?
So I would say probably this is a knowledge check if you were going to throw down for that.
Jerry, you're sort of the co-DM.
I was going to say no.
I was going to say you know the system a little better.
No, yes. I do, but
but
this is what I'm curious about. What are you trying to
I want to talk to the building. This is what I want to literally do. Every building has a soul, and I want to talk to the building. I'm a little weird.
Yeah.
It turns out.
I think that if you were trying to get, even though Benny is very solid, stable, working man.
Oh, this is lore, isn't it?
This is lore.
This is lore.
You are trying to find out
We're using
the
strange
spirit
powers
of the building.
You have, and you have a little bonus to lore, right?
I surely do.
Yeah.
I've got 5+ on that, which this is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll.
Now you just choose how many of your dice you want to use.
I'm gonna hit 3. I feel like a good halfies.
Yeah, we're not in any hazardous scenario.
So I could just throw my whole handful if I wanted, right?
Well, yeah, but remember, over the course of this whole scene, this is a resource that
You're
we
so
have.
right. You're so right. So let me just see if I can get a
So
nose.
Here, so grab some of these bad boys.
I'll grab 2 of them.
Yeah, maybe 3. if you're going to succeed, if you're looking for 5 or more on a D6.
That's a fair point. 5 or more on a D6.
Well, this sounds like statistics. I don't care about that.
Let's win. And in fact, I am going to expend one of my die to aid you. Ooh. So you can roll 1 extra dice and drop the lowest. Basically, I'm gonna come up by. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna observe this ritual. I'm gonna be like, "What do you hear, Ben?"
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
There's a sense of trust.
You quietly clap with 2 fingers, and Tinkerbell's alive. All right. Let's see. 1144. Not a fucking thing. We love her. We love her. That's
Tisk, tisk.
Baccarat. Yeah, so no, and that's okay. I wasn't expecting, because this is a very new building.
This is a nascent building.
Pretty
This is almost like
hollow.
an infant.
Yeah, it's hollow. It doesn't really have, there's nothing in there.
There's no spirit here
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, not yet. And
Yeah.
that's okay. Like, that's honestly in your favor. So what I'm gonna do is say, all right, so it sounds like you got a good foundation. Looks like you built on pretty decent ground, like, you know, got a little something. How long are we expecting this to stay? Is this meant to be a permanent installation, or are you trying to move this later?
Honestly, this structure is just here for the demonstration tonight.
You got no worries.
There
You got
we
no
go.
worries.
Perfect. Didn't I tell you I like this one?
Just out of character, so this structure here, this is your radio tower, this is your...
Yeah, just,
Yes.
yeah, okay.
All right, I would like to use my melee combat to just thump the side of it, because when you were looking at what the
Yeah,
material was and you
yeah.
said it's made of money, he's interested in this idea and just wants to see.
So you're using melee combat
Yeah.
to mine the building.
Yes, I wish to mine the building.
Perfect.
Just
Yes.
see what comes out.
All right.
How many you throwing down?
Yeah, so how many are you going to expend?
Oh,
You have
3.
six. You have
You
six
may
total.
want to
Okay.
save a die as a
Save
reaction
a
if the
douse?
building attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know. There could be shrapnel.
It's an Arkham horror RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a horror
Oh.
game. You don't have
The
good...
character's meant to be the idiot, John. Okay. All right, 3. I'll do it.
All right.
This is gonna work. Right?
It's a magic number.
All right, here we go. We got 4.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's
Melee
is that a success?
Yeah, it's a success.
All right.
We're very excited.
You beat up the baby building. You punched a child.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes.
I'll take your gun to the fucking zoo. Right.
Benny, you touch the building again, and it is crying because it has been taught fear.
It's my hand's still on the building, a little bit as it happens, like, because I'm just like, yeah, no, you got nothing to worry about. And then it's like, oh. Like, you see me kind of just go like, like, all right.
It's not money. There's no money. It could be like a drywall, and maybe there's coins behind it.
Fiberglass.
Yeah,
Could be a
but it's-
fiberglass moment.
It's pretty sturdy.
Well, I learnt nothing.
I feel like that's a reoccurring theme for you.
I feel like it's happened a couple times today.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not. I mean, this does not upset Sprant because this is just more testing of the building, which
Yeah.
he's like, okay, that's what I like to see. I want to
Yeah.
know that stands. Yeah.
He's got a strong arm.
Honestly, Mr. Sprant, I mean, we're professionals. We're prepared to hit the building several more times if that is going to increase the odds.
I might have some. I might protest that a little. I might push back a little bit on that.
But you wanted us here for a reason.
Yes, to suss out any foreign agents or saboteurs or anybody who would be against my invention changing the world.
Have there been overt threats? Or are you just a crazy person?
Would a crazy
we are
person
picking
build
out-
all this?
As you,
behind him.
yeah, as you say it, there's just a ray of light.
Yeah.
Would a crazy person spit in the face of God?
If we are picking out foreign agents, there are 4 Americans right here, right now. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That got what it deserved. Shut up, everybody. Right.
It made people anxious. No, he says, yes, no, there have been. There have been, I mean, they're all like accidental in nature. Things go wrong. Supplies aren't delivered. Things that should be set are altered. And, I mean, even at this very show, there are detractors. There are scientists who believe that their way is superior. When they know full well that mine is the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's
I get
why
you.
they hate
And then I look at Omen and I'm like, without hiding it, just like, cuckoo, cuckoo. I go, did the check clear first?
He loves birds.
I love cuckoo clocks. I get it right.
I love birds.
Yeah.
I say, obviously, we're here to set your mind at ease in absolute terms. You've already seen what we can do. touched the building several times.
I think enough times.
In various capacities.
I think we've touched the building enough times.
The shoulders just sag with relief.
Yeah.
It is true you've done this. And
Yeah, yeah. When, all I'm trying to say is that we're on it. We have it under control. Why don't you let us finish our walk around the building, complete whatever you have to complete in there, and then come out and see us when we can, enter the premises itself and make sure that things are looking correct inside as well.
Then I couldn't be more grateful. Be here tonight at 6 p.m., at just a few short hours, and we will have a performance by the noted singer Galena Thrush, who will be doing one of her jazz standards as a test of this new broadcast technology. And thank you so much, gentlemen. I must adjourn. And Sprant heads over, and you see the door swing open again, and there is who looks like an engineer or like a technician of some kind, an overall, tools, is wearing
Jacket, a lab coat of some kind?
not a lab coat, but like a very a manual labor, but like a skill, like a mechanic.
Oh.
So like coveralls.
Yeah,
coveralls, wrench.
Sorry, yeah. And
Little hat.
is also wearing like a facial,
Mario.
like a protection, like a gas mask.
With the big hose and such too, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he
all right.
he conducts him back inside and hands Sprant a mask of his own.
I was gonna say, Sprant is he loves to huff it, I guess.
He's huffing. And they disappear inside.
Okay, so as they disappear inside, I'm taking a really good look at that door. Does it look like there's a big seal on it? Like, what's the, as in not a seal, like a seal, but like I want to know.
You can't shoot it.
Yeah, no.
I load my gun.
I'm looking for the great seal. No.
They got out. It got out.
I'm talking about weatherizing. Like we're talking about a gasket situation.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Is there some
How
kind of
thick
air
is this
seal?
door?
Yeah,
Give me the dimensions.
This would be a
gas
side
masks
door.
on.
This would be a side.
Gasket.
Hey, thanks. Hey, thanks, Ryan.
This
Yes,
is like a side door that's facing away from the general fairgrounds.
Yeah.
And is more like there's a loading bay off in the distance. So
yeah.
yes, this is more of a functional.
This is a big utility heavy door.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
and there is a seal around it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So it seems sturdy.
All
I mean,
right.
there certainly doesn't seem to be anything emerging from
Yeah. Okay.
the crevices.
We don't see any violet gases
No, not yet.
shooting out of the
Yeah.
crevice.
Act 2.
Yeah.
Back to the violet gas.
Sorry, I've just heard the phrase violent gases shooting out of the crevice, and I can't go past that.
Well, no,
It's
and
true.
And how could you?
But that's. But
No,
again, soon.
let's get into the weeds on it. Let's address this.
Yeah. Well, we're at a gaming convention.
get-
Who hasn't smelled violent gases coming out of the crevice so
Coming
far
out
today?
of the crevice.
Let's get down into this crevice.
Yeah.
It's a tight fit. I'll tell you what.
All right, now, I see no reason not to finish our circuit around the building, utilizing Benny's sense of the building's health, its purpose.
I also want to know if we've got guards outside, physical, like humans, because Benny does have a lot of connections. He's one of those older folks that just sort of knows guys.
True.
And he just sort of, he's one of those older folks that looks like they just stand and watch construction sites, but then it turns out he knows everybody on the construction site kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, yeah. As
Yeah.
you make this path around the building,
Yeah.
you notice that conspicuously absent are any guards visible outside,
Okay.
armed or otherwise. Not even
not even just like a person, just
not even like a
So there-
docent or something.
docent, yeah.
There's no external guards, but there was an internal guard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Okay.
situation inside is very cloistered and different.
As far as the geodesic dome, obviously I'm 50s, 60s. I don't have the world's greatest eyesight, and it's whatever time of day. I don't have a loop or something to see, but it does, that's just glass. That's the other thing. I want to figure out if there's a check I can roll to see if I can suss out the rest of this building.
Oh, I think you can do that without a roll.
All right, Gorge.
You can see that this is it's a iron or steel I mean,
Okay.
it's well fabricated,
Yeah.
and
It
like
looks like one of those new plastics, that sort
yeah,
of thing.
it's load bearing.
Yeah.
Because there's this single
Yeah.
exterior shell, and then above is yet another, almost a sphere.
Yeah. I'm having a looky-loo.
So this thing is bearing a lot of weight, especially if it is iron.
Yeah. And so it looks like it's kind of like a 5 shape. So 1, 2, 3, 4 corners, and then one guy in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's fair for our purposes.
Yeah. I'm just checking.
Yeah.
It's just curiosity.
Yeah, you take a circuit around the building.
Yeah.
Are we able to?
what-
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no. What time is it now?
Yeah.
He says come back at 6. What time is it now?
Oh, it's afternoon. It might be like 3:30.
Okay, so we
Yeah,
got like
you don't have much time. I mean, yeah, it's
Couple
not a
hours
long
to
way.
kill.
Check out the rest of the fair.
A couple hours to kill.
zoo. Anyone?
Well, the one thing
Aquarium.
the one thing I want to do,
To start,
the one thing I want to do, and I don't have to be with the rest of the group to do this, is I'm noticing on your illustration, I'm going to hold you to it. You've got stairs going up to an upper level.
Around the back, yes.
And I want to be that guy who looks at that. So, sorry, you put it in the drawing. You have
oh,
to
that's
honor
true. I
it.
did do that, didn't I?
Well, here. I mean,
So,
would
no,
be-
I can be the guy who walks off on the, I can split myself off the party if you want.
Well, I think that there's two distinct groups here.
Yes.
There is our group that has a lot of interest, perhaps, in the adventure, and
Then there's perverts.
and there is another group
Yeah.
on the corners here
Oh,
that I think might have a lot of fun at the zoo.
yeah.
And I think that we should let them go to
I
the
think
zoo
we should let them go to the zoo.
for a little while.
I agree.
Fine.
I'm gonna
And
think.
then, but I want to hear it.
Oh, no, no.
Finally.
I'm gonna eat one of these little cough drops. Let's go to the zoo.
Yeah. I just really want to see
We're DMing
what
for
happens
you
when
at
they
this
go
point.
to the zoo.
Okay.
I have. All
That's
right.
what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's like
I
theater
have
of the
a-
mind, but I'm not doing anything.
I, as a little callback,
Yeah.
fully aroused at the talk of zoo.
A little callback.
I got a boner for murder,
Yeah.
and I want to go to that zoo.
The man says that there are foreign agents threatening him. Ain't nothing weirder than an animal. Let's go and see if we can find a monkey or something that looks at us weird, and then you shoot yourself till you come.
This is the greatest day of my life.
It'll be the last day too, but nevertheless.
So
I
I did write a lot of notes.
Well, we split the party.
But we're going to the zoo.
just brief. I don't. It
Just
doesn't
give
have
it
to
a
be
minute.
a long
Just
trip.
give it a.
Yeah.
Come on, Chris. Let him go to the
Don't,
zoo.
you want to go
Chris.
see an octopus?
Let him go to the
Yeah?
You want to go see an octopus?
No,
I've
wait.
never shot an octopus.
You discover this, because we're about to go to the zoo. But you do discover
We're going to the
Yeah.
zoo.
the staircases are different from the rest of the building. The rest of the building is very purpose-built, load-bearing. These staircases are facade.
They're fucking follies.
They're designed to imply opulence, but they don't actually go to anywhere.
That's
Because
it.
they face
does Benny
away.
hate this?
Yeah.
Is this like Benny's inverted cross?
Yeah. There's nothing worse than architecture which is not purposeful.
Oh yeah.
Because
And Alman just starts to sweat a little bit. Like I can feel.
Yeah.
I can feel the heat.
because I start to walk towards it and it's like those fucking IKEA steps that are like half, not even like 3 inches out the wall, and you're like, that should go somewhere.
Doesn't.
And it doesn't. It's not even functional.
It doesn't even get to the roof.
No.
Oh dear God.
It slides in because it's a fucking trompe-l'oeil, and so. Yeah, so you see, like, he sees Benny just sort of like stiffen, and not in a cute way.
No.
And there's a, and you hear him muttering to himself. You hear him muttering to himself like, it's a facade.
No,
This is all
no,
plaster.
Exactly, and I
All
walk
of it's
up,
plaster.
and I walk up like close enough to the side, like hand on the shoulder, and
And like I nod just a little bit. I nod because otherwise I would have gone like this to shake you off.
Yeah. And the only question, Benny, is how much of this is a facade?
I'm willing to bet there's a little more. A little more here that's just framing.
Yeah, I think that we might want to take an early tour.
I'm with you. I'll be a huckleberry.
Zoo, gentlemen, zoo.
And then there's just like a title garden. At the zoo.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
A Wurlitzer.
It's just a montage.
Oh, God.
people running scared. Yeah.
It's just me looking at blowfish going, Christ, that reminds me of a Zeppelin.
Just hand on the glass.
Yeah, leading the one arm.
Running behind you with like arms full of dead animals. Like, I'm gonna stuff them when we get home.
Have you found
Help me carry the giraffe.
Have you found any answers?
What?
No, because Christ, I've got questions.
If I can suggest an image, you're holding the giraffe like people hold plushies and the head's going all over.
Oh, you're dragging it.
There's no way. They're very large, I forgot.
Tell you what, if you're doing that, I've grabbed a rhino by the horn and I'm just punching it. I'm just going, that's the last thing you'll ever say about that man's invention I don't understand.
It's like, it's the double speed, because it's 1920, so it's diddle-diddle-diddle. He's just like weirdly
they
fast.
undercrank the
You want like a 20s montage? We can do that.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, two men went over to the zoo. Hey, buy war bonds.
But there's this shot of Bertram coming like toward the camera.
You can finish it.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
Finish it.
Keep going.
Coming toward the camera like too fast, like it's sort of skipping. but the neck of the giraffe looks like one of those inflatable men at like the used car lot. Like the neck is just going like this.
It's
too much.
The Keystone Cops are just like powerless behind you.
I have an elephant gun. And they've got
they
like
don't have
billy
one.
clubs. So they're like,
Well, now you've got an elephant gun and a bloody giraffe sword at this point.
He's done it again.
He's done it again, that wacky scamp. Another zoo emptied.
Iris.
Your iris out.
all these kids crying at the front. Don't bother, they're all gone.
No, but that's so much like a 20s comedy.
Yeah.
Funny, funny, funny. Children crying.
And then they made him eat the whole cake. Yeah.
I think.
But we're nothing if not punctual and good workers.
Yep.
So we're supposed to be back at 6.
You're
We come
back
back at 6 on the
Oh,
dot.
absolutely.
Are
not.
you just like bloody?
Oh, covered in blood and
Sweaty,
viscera.
hair matted.
Yeah.
Covered with blood, but I've got some fairy floss,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is covered with blood.
Yeah.
Somehow still shaped. Yeah.
It's good enough.
All right. So great zoo trip. I feel like we've. Now we can continue.
Great zoo.
Yeah.
And if anybody feels bad about what occurred, a lot of the features of the zoo were about injuring or killing the animals already.
Oh,
They
it
were
was the
like
gift
you went
of
to
mercy.
a punch-around booth. Like it's just a head. Like
Sorry.
it can't move.
Was that zoothanasia? Is what we just did.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Fuck off.
that's pretty good. Honestly, it's good. Now.
But the people love it.
Yeah. So, but when they return, I mean, again, punctual,
Sure, yeah.
incredible employees. I think that there is probably a little bit of an opportunity. I would like to see this outside of what he wants to show me exactly. I want to see a little bit behind the curtain. When he brings me in, it's going to be part of the same maneuver that he's trying to do for the rest of the show, right? I want to see what it looks like when he doesn't want me to see it.
So you want to maybe show up a little early.
A little early.
See if the security's a little loose.
A little
Exactly
early
right.
at the wrong entrance.
It's exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. And then if he finds me, I'll be like, listen, this is penetration testing.
Well, that's perfect. White hat.
What a tight crevice. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's secure.
Look it up.
No, don't.
No, actually don't.
Exactly, no.
Wait a
You'll
minute.
go blind.
Yeah.
No, let's say, okay.
I was going to say, so I'm basically going to make a knowledge roll, lock picking skills. I'm going to try to crack the seal around one of these doors.
Oh, jeez.
If I get caught, I really have to make the attempt. If I
You
get
have an
caught,
excuse.
If I get caught, I have a great excuse.
That's true.
Which is that I'm trying to do what he wants me to do. If I could do it, anyone could do it, right?
You're offering it to me.
Especially if there are rhino saboteurs
I'm watching.
trying to get in.
No, thank
Right.
you.
And they're
No,
all
thank
over
you.
the place.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
only some have been dealt with.
No, exactly right. And so I have a 4 up on that. So I'm going to roll 3 dice.
I think that's fair. Yeah, I was going to say, let's make it, it's a difficult
I was like, oh,
challenge.
difficult. Ah.
Yeah.
But no, this is going to be okay because I actually have the knack smart, which means that once per scene, if I'm using knowledge or wits, I can re-roll 1 die. So this is going to help a lot. So I need 2 successes?
2 successes.
Okay, yeah, 3 dice I think is still good. Here we go. 6, 5, and 1. Oh.
Pretty solid.
We are
yeah.
in. You know what? Here, I can re-roll 1 die.
Just do it anyway.
Oh, 3 successes. What do you think about that? Here.
We did it.
Explain what we're aiming for with
Tell
the numbers.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So, in D&D, it would be like a plus to a skill. In this, your skill is a number, 4 plus, 5 plus, 6 plus. Omen's pretty good at knowledge, and so 4 or higher on a D6 is a success. If I have any successes in my pool, then I succeed. But because it's a difficult check, I need 2 successes. But I have 3.
Right. So it's really about, like, you can be better at certain things, but it really depends on how much of your effort you want to throw
Yes,
at
how
this
many
problem.
dice? Because again, for this narrative scene, I'm actually running out of resources for this type of stuff, right? So, but I have cracked this. I have cracked this seal. So it was a difficult thing. So as I'm trying to get into this door, like this is pretty sophisticated, actually.
Yes, yeah.
His security, his mechanical security, is actually quite good.
Yeah. So all of you are there. Will you all be entering?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. It'll be best if we're all there and I can make the case if we are caught. I just want to see a little bit, and then we're going to go
I
out.
specifically want to enter last, just because I know these 2 chuckle fucks are gonna try.
Yeah,
something.
we are going to be the parentheses
Yes.
around the animal murderers.
And I'm prepared very much to just just be a friendly old man if someone has a
Yes,
question.
we're going to contain him. He's eating an eel or something.
Actually, you should have a balloon too.
You
It's
should
just
have
like,
a balloon as well.
It's like a small zeppelin.
It's a balloon on a stick is the best part, so it just wangles. Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be a Zeppelin balloon.
Yeah.
God, it would be a Zeppelin balloon.
Oh, and he's ruined. He's ruined.
Yeah.
He's.
No, don't go there.
Yeah.
It's whole, it's safe. Oh, buddy.
Oh, no, you've done it. You're not gonna get it back.
Anyway, so get your shit together.
I don't like that word.
So you,
Together?
No, the other word.
Damp boner shit.
We're gonna have to talk to you.
upon opening, placing your hands within the cleft
Yeah.
and prying it open, the inside is much more utilitarian. The outside speaks to, what you experienced, what you felt was in the deco fashion, in the modern fashion. But you could tell there's facade about it. Inside here, at least in this hallway, there's none.
There's no artifice.
This is bare. It's
Art
all
Deco outside, brutalism inside.
yes,
It's everything I've ever wanted.
Yeah.
yeah. In this space,
Brutalism in the back.
so
We are
there-
in Australia.
There's a modest hallway that has a set of double doors at the far end, and you assume that it looks like that would line up with where like an entrance to the
amphitheater?
theater is, or maybe
Yeah.
a side door.
Yeah.
In this space, there is stacked up in the hallway. There are crates that just lined up as though they were brought in very recently. And there may be as many as 12, 15, pretty sizable.
Nothing on the shipping manifest or anything that would indicate what's
Not
inside.
not that you can see from the door. No,
Oh, I see. So we just walked in. We're not walking.
exactly.
you're just peering inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, obviously,
Not especially well lit.
no.
Yeah.
I see, Benny, can you pop one of these?
Yeah, no problem. The thing about Benny, he's sort of a person who he has the affect he has like a go-away green about him, in that he's sort of all his clothes are kind of dust-colored, and it's really hard kind of to tell what's underneath. Like they're fitted to him, they're clearly his clothes, but like he's just got stuff in there, just pockets where you don't expect. So.
Columbo-esque.
Yeah, so he takes kind of what ends up looking like a small crowbar out of one pocket.
It's like a little pry bar.
It's a little tiny pry bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just sort of, and with weird alacrity, just sort of shoots it out and gets to work. Well, not quite. Not
like
quite.
Assassin's Creed.
There's just sort of like a little tiny. There's just a little tiny flourish to it. No, he
knows
doesn't.
exactly
He
where
doesn't
it
get
is.
out the twin blades and reveal he doesn't have a finger. No, that's my other character. But Blahnik. No. So yeah, just takes it out and kind of gets to work. Pries it
Okay, so
open.
he's just going to open up one of these boxes.
Yeah, I just want to take a real quick peek.
Yeah, unless we can see something on the side that indicates, oops, don't touch.
There's nothing on the side that says don't touch.
Okay, cool. Well,
One of the
no rule in the book.
yeah,
Yeah.
there is a it looks like a manifest.
Yeah.
It's in it looks like it's in Russian. It's Cyrillic.
Okay. And it's
But it's like a chemical name or a there's some numbers in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's nothing I've seen before, is it?
I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
think Benny would have run
That's
into
fine.
it. No.
That's fine. It's not. I don't have language ability. It's one of those things where I can talk to people, but I'm not like getting
I
in
know a
there.
little bit.
Okay.
You going to throw a little at it?
I know a little bit, yeah.
Maybe an assist from somebody who
Yeah.
got to kill all the
Can-
animals he wanted would be good.
I don't have. Do we all have the ability to just?
Y'all have both traveled
you can-
too.
Oh, yeah, I got a little bit of wits going on.
Well, I was going to say
Yeah.
now,
Anybody
yeah.
can help.
you're both well-traveled, and I'm sure that you know the Russian names
You might be able to piece something.
Yeah.
That's
So
all.
like, I
of
could
these
have.
animals.
I could have taken this off and then handed it to you.
I can
Yeah.
read the word Zeppelin in 7 different languages.
Well, here, I'm going to give it a try. I mean,
Yeah.
knowledge covers linguistics as well.
Yeah.
And I'll add one.
Okay. So that is 665, which, I mean, is pretty ballin'.
That's pretty great.
Well, you
That's
have
about
one
as good as
too.
you can
I
get.
got 5.
Another
you-
5 too.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
got. You've
So
got.
you got
cool.
two?
Well, no, in order to aid me, you just expend a die,
Done.
and then I get extra stuff.
Nice.
So no, it's 2 6s. Like
Cool.
Gosh.
whatever it says, I
solid.
should be able to extract.
Yeah, you. All right. I don't know how you manage it, but enough of the tumblers fall into place linguistically, and you are able to read tetralide doped germanium 68.
But you know what's terrible? So I succeeded as well as I could possibly succeed on the roll, but now I don't know what that is.
All right. I'm gonna take a flyer.
You know Russian, but you don't know science.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I think I know what it is, but I don't know what that is.
Shit.
So I'm proud for a second.
You read it aloud, and then you go, ow.
I want to see if I can get something in here. I mean, knowledge is linguistics, right?
Yeah.
So, like-
linguistics, any learned skills are
Any
inside
learned
there.
skills. So like it could be a thing where I know just enough because again, these are things that are both allowed and not allowed in building code.
That's true.
So I'm gonna throw 2 on this and
Oh, yeah.
see what
No,
happens.
that makes sense.
And I'm
That
gonna use
makes
these
sense.
exciting little lantern dice. So these
gorgeous.
are hard to see from far away, but I got a 3 and a 5, and that was off of knowledge, which I definitely have a 5+. So I got 1 success.
So you succeed.
Okay, you had a success. Okay.
Against hope.
You recognize that it seems like this. I mean, anytime there's a lot of chemical names with a lot of numbers in
Yeah.
them, talking about maybe it's an isotope or it's some
Yeah.
variant of this compound.
Like a hide or whatever.
yeah, it's not the best thing to have in a building in any capacity, especially not just in a hallway.
And as I'm
In a
prying it
bunch
open,
of wooden boxes.
yeah.
A bunch of wooden
and I'm
boxes.
prizing it open. Am I seeing that these are canisters of gases, perhaps, or
So if you pry it open,
yeah, which
Yeah.
I'm gonna do.
which is pretty easy to do.
Yep.
You discover in rows, perhaps as many as 4 rows, maybe 8 to a row, what look like little pucks or cylinders. And they have metal contacts on them. And inside the space of that cylinder is a red crystal.
So it looks like a battery.
It could be a battery.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not like loose isotope.
It's not loose, no.
Okay.
But what it reminds you of is like a fuse.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like these are.
You said 8 to a row and 4 rows.
Yeah, there's a like 30, 32 in here. I mean.
I know redstone when I see it. This is some Minecraft shit.
We're
8 to a row, okay.
Yeah. 64 total?
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
no.
Okay. So I don't have gloves. Do I? I might have gloves.
I don't think you have gloves.
I don't think I have gloves. I don't have gloves.
You have the
I have a
full-
handkerchief though.
Yeah, you have the handkerchief, but you also have your general tool kit.
I do have my general toolkit. I'm not touching this shit with
Yeah.
my bare hands, and
No
I'm
way.
certainly not touching it with a metal I don't understand.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just.
Do you want it out? Do you want me to get one?
I don't think anybody should be touching it right now. I think here, hold on, and I'm gonna take one of like I'm gonna take a work like basically a little work like a chamois that I have in a corner.
Okay. A chamois.
I'm taking my little chamois, a chamois, and I'm just gonna try to like fold it over once just because, you know, a little extra barrier. I don't know shit about radiation. I just know maybe there's poison. And so fold it over a couple times while this mad pantomime is occurring. And I'm gonna try to grab one, put it in the pocket.
Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that easily.
I'm gonna do it, done.
That's not even a problem.
And now I get to put on my page that I have
In this space.
in this space.
Can anybody who's interested, who has the dice to do so, maybe do a little wits check? Just a simple.
Oh no, I love this.
Is this
a
an all of
simple
us
one.
gotta
Yeah,
do?
no, I've got terrible news for you.
If you
Oh,
have.
great
you
news
can.
for you.
Oh, please.
I have expended my resources doing clever daring do, and now I do not have resources to deal with this.
You just have to sit back and
So,
relax.
so I'm currently stunned and trying to process this information.
As luck would have it, we haven't used our wits at all.
Well,
Time to rely on the blood-covered madmen to tell you what the room looks like.
Jesus Christ.
yeah. So you can leverage your zoo dice.
Yeah.
Your bonus zoo dice.
Pleased.
How much are you rolling? How much wit?
I have the status effect.
5?
Yeah.
All right, I'll
Yeah.
do 4.
Here,
Just to
here.
get.
So what is your wit?
Oh, no,
Blast 'em.
mine is 5. I'm going to roll 4.
Okay,
I have to beat a 5.
Yeah, my
though.
wits is 5, so I'll roll 4.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Here we go.
They just got handfuls of dice.
They feel good in the hand.
I beat it 3 times.
2 6s and a 5. Beat it
Okay,
3
so-
times.
so-
Hey,
no,
2 5s and a 6.
2 5s and a 6, 2 6 and a 5.
Yes. Okay. So we are looking in this box.
We're like
you
fucking.
are.
I'm cradling a piece and I'm like putting
You
it in
have
my.
collected one.
It's in the
we,
coat pocket.
We are nervous and worried about this
We have
long Russian word.
unsettled.
These two pick up on whatever it is.
Yeah. Okay. So there's 2 things that you notice with your zoo lust quenched.
Momentarily cleansed.
Just for now.
Momentarily clenched?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
It's a resource
Watertight.
that has
Make
to be
peace with it.
refreshed.
Yeah.
There's 2 things that you notice here in the dim light that have escaped the others. Number 1, holding up one of these crystals in this dark light, you can see that it is glowing a little bit, which you don't feel good about because it's a rock.
You're touching it right now? Like they're touching it?
Well, it is.
God.
I mean, it's in your pocket.
But it's in a little
but
bit
the
of
lid is
fabric.
also
And I'm just going to go,
open.
The
I
lid
wouldn't
is
touch
open,
it.
yeah,
I wouldn't.
but the crystals are not just fully exposed. They're within a little chamber
Yes,
in the
right.
same way that a fuse would be. That said, in the dim light, because you're paying attention, maybe, your blood singing with the death of kingdom, phylum, class, order,
Family?
genus.
Species. We did it.
Nice. Very nice. That's a highlight for me. It's been a great PAX.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
I might have to roll to see if I know those words.
Would you waste a douse on that?
There's a lot of a non-negligible amount of like just red dust in the space.
Just in the air.
I mean, it's very heavy. It's in the air when you move some, but
Okay.
like it's settled. You can see it on
swirling.
the floor.
Okay.
There are swirls of it. Yeah.
Whorls?
Whorls, yes, perhaps.
Okay, so we're breathing a lot of it in.
You're breathing some in.
Yeah.
More than you'd like to.
Well, I immediately try to cover with the sleeve.
Yeah.
And then I tell everyone about the dust.
No,
I call out the dust.
No,
I don't know if you call out the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I say we can talk about this outside. So we're close this lid back down. We are heading directly out
Go back out.
the hallway that we came through, emerging into the outside air, gulping in
Hoping that
non.
cleanse you.
Yes, exactly. Gonna scour, and now we will wait for our contact.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's very close to.
Yes,
to
we'll
6
wait
o'clock.
we'll wait for a sprint, and then now that we've sort of seen some of the back end, now we'll see what he wants us to see.
I'm excited for Galena Thrush.
Yeah.
She's great.
She's gonna be
Just
here.
to ask, we're not covered with that red dust, are we?
No, it's not something that would be like a giveaway. Like,
Okay,
you're
okay.
covered in flour. Like you
Yeah,
were
yeah,
baking
yeah.
a cake. Yeah. No, it's not visible on you. No,
Okay.
no. You were instructed to come through the main entrance,
Oh, perfect.
which provides you with the perfect. You can now compare and contrast what you just experienced against
Yeah.
this, and with your new knowledge, Benny, of having seen the staircases and the facade that they represent, you're very aware that what you are being presented with is artifice. This is supposed to be an opulent wood floor. This is probably some sort of a linoleum or like a press board.
Veneers.
Right, it's all veneer.
It's one of those new prints.
So when we're walking in the main entrance, there's going to be a musical guest. I'm assuming we walk in with a crowd. Are there other people?
Yeah.
Or it's not just the four of us, is it?
Right?
No, it's not just the four of you. There are
Probably
fewer
the
people.
VIPs.
Yeah, there are fewer people than you would imagine, given the size of the building. And we can actually go to slide 2, if we may.
Oh, we can.
Visual
Oh, and with the scene change,
scene change.
you refill your dice pool.
I did this.
Yeah, me.
It was you all along.
Here, so we get some new art.
Got some new art.
New art. New art.
So is that underneath the upper dome?
Yeah, this is not the upper dome. This is yet another one of these geodesic spheres that is connected to that one above.
Yuck.
And has, as you can see, these two mechanical,
I hate
electric.
this.
Peculiar cord
No,
management.
it reminds me of like Tesla coils or something.
Oh yeah, it
Power of the
should.
sun in the palm of your hand. Precious
got
tritium.
It fills me with a nameless dread.
So there are, aside from what you're able to see with your actual human eyes right now,
Yeah.
because of the drawing.
Yeah.
So I don't have to read that part. I mean, you recognize this as a looks like a radio theater, where there would be performances, but you see that like despite the size of the room, a lot of space toward the front of the room, in front of the stage there, has been given over to these machines, as well as an orchestra pit.
Oh.
Below, and where you see much more of this machinery, as well as many sockets lined up on the wall. And
Are they currently full?
they are currently full. So they're down in that orchestra pit. You see maybe as many as 10 of these technicians, these mechanics.
With the masks?
No.
Not now, huh?
They're not wearing the masks. And maybe every 30 seconds, there's a little flash of light from one of these little things. It looks like a fuse going out. It's silent. But a mechanic will come in, rapidly replace it, and then retreat with the burned out one somewhere. And this is just almost like a procession. But in the room, in addition to you, there may be 25 to 30 of the upper crust. You can tell that these are wealthy. These are the people that
these are the audience.
Right.
And so it's probably incumbent upon us to keep an eye on them, try to overhear any conversations, Because it could be that the person he's worried about is one of the people he's literally invited here.
It's very true. Very
I'm
true.
pretty interested in. So I can't really tell from this distance, but you've got that like it looks like a cascade, like a literal waterfall.
Yeah,
I can look over this way.
These are cables.
So waterfall of cables. Okay, yeah, I could literally have turned this way. I'm so sorry.
So these are cables that are snaking up into
and then like
the
a
stage.
sound booth off to the side. All right. So I am interested in this because I've been to see like a couple radio, very important, very big day. Me and the missus back in there, but like very much like I'm interested in what this is and what it purports to be. Like how
You want to compare.
I do want to compare, and I want to know if there's, and I want to, let me see. I want to start doing the same thing. I want to lore again.
Oh, again, you're trying to figure out
I wanna
the
see if the
spirit of this.
Yes.
Not the mechanical, technical aspects of it.
I'm gonna throw down 3.
Be choosy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna throw down 3 for this and see if I can get a 5 or more.
No, what are you trying to assess or talk to?
So within the building, the whole thing is like the spirit of the building isn't just the materials. It's an electricity, a source of power, something like that gives it like breath, right? And so I'm
Yes.
kind of listening for like.
You're looking for purpose,
I'm looking for purpose.
for the intent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got 1 6. That's all I needed. So.
You discover this as Sprant is emerging, taking the stage. Behind him is a lone microphone stand. But he addresses the crowd directly. As he begins to speak, you inquire of this structure. What are you? And it is focused. It is bestial. And to you it says, I am a church. I am a place of worship.
It feels
To
religious.
which deity? Yeah. Am I able to have a dialogue with it?
You can try.
Okay.
You can inquire.
So, and this is the thing. I'm gonna say I'm very much the sort of person to stay back towards the back of the room. So I'm kind of just like doing a little lean against it, but like again, keeping the fingers up, kind of opposed on the wall. Just said you were a church of what deity?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
Ooh.
Whose power do you conduct?
Whoa.
You, I'm imagining that this is just impression that you get.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not
No,
verbal.
I'm not hearing words, but I'm saying words, but I'm getting back a feeling.
Yeah, you are struck.
It's not an equal
with-
exchange in this way.
You are
Yeah.
struck with none you know.
None that I know. Okay, but is there a thrust to it?
Not just none you know.
Yeah.
None yet seen.
Okay.
She doesn't even go here.
She doesn't even go here. Well, I wanna know. So if this is is it like atmospheric pressure change kind of feeling of like, oh.
I think for you, yes.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
this is not betrayed in
No,
the,
no,
in
no,
the
no, no, of
cadence
course.
of the building.
It's just, yeah.
My thinking is that the last time my guy would have seen such a large number of people near a faintly mysterious energy source would have been the last time a Zeppelin fucking exploded. So he is currently incredibly tense and would like to intuit if we are in extreme danger. Is that something I can do to roll for just a general sense of vibes?
Yeah, intuition, yeah.
Oh, I think that would be great if you did.
All right.
Just taste it.
Okay, let's roll 2 and see what happens. Whoa. Well, that's a 1 and a 4.
Okay. That's great.
Except for the part where I needed over a 5.
Yeah,
Yes.
you just don't.
So,
You believe that your anxiety comes from the fact that there are a lot of cables and a big sphere, and to you that means Zeppelin. And we don't like that.
Okay.
it's reminiscent.
God, this would really be fixed by a mindfulness course.
Yeah. If we walk in with high society, essentially,
Right.
as a man of means and big game hunter, I would break off from them and try to fit in, because these are my people.
Still
kind
covered
of
in
thing.
blood.
Still covered in blood, but what millionaire hasn't been or isn't
Currently.
On their hands.
At this very
Throw
moment.
the government. No.
But the truth is, they're probably all covered with blood as well.
Yeah, they might.
Morally.
They just say, "Oh, zoo."
Oh.
I'd say, I just bagged a giraffe. You were back from safari? No, like an
Just
hour
took up the
ago.
head.
Yeah.
Across the street.
Oh, I
So
didn't know
there-
that was on.
The space. So Sprant is explaining this, but you're able to make conversation
Yeah.
with them.
Just like murmur, yeah.
In order to demonstrate his radio technology, he has provided a soundproof room, which has the 30 seats within it, so that he can show that there's no trickery going on.
He's gonna. I'm just checking in with you, Kris.
Sure, no worries. Let's be clear.
I just want to have a real quick convo with you. Can I rap at you?
Yeah.
How you doing, sport?
Let's
Turn
talk
your
about
chair
school.
around. Yeah.
You're saying that the demonstration is going to involve him putting all the people that he's brought in into a soundproof chamber.
A
Yes.
sealed container inside.
He says, "I understand you need this." It's like some of you are confused. He can tell. When you just transmit a signal and it comes back, there's a delay. And we hate delays, don't we, folks? Nobody likes them. My system has no delay. It is lossless. It is perfect. It is much like Michelangelo. He was not a sculptor. He merely revealed the shape by removing the rock around it. My resonator simply captures signals that are already in the ether that match exactly what we need said. I merely attune it, and I can broadcast anywhere with perfect clarity in beautiful AM.
Precise, crystal clear.
You'll think you were there.
So we're all sort of together, and it's sort of conversational.
It's a little bit, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they probably sat through, 3 or 4 of these this weekend.
Yeah.
So
I say the signals. Where do they come from? These are the signals that you want, and they already exist.
you're asking it aloud? Oh,
Yeah.
You're yelling it from the back of the room.
Hi! You open the soundproof door. Hi!
So, yeah, I was gonna say.
No. So I'm just gonna. I'm content to just think that in my head. That is a weird. He is making a bizarre claim.
He says,
He's just gonna condense all sounds everywhere, or just out there somewhere. For
and
his,
then resolve the one you want. It's so simple. I wouldn't have believed it myself.
So, have we all been ushered into this chamber?
Yeah, if you want the demonstration, it's the best place to receive it.
And if I'm offered or gestured, I'd rather not.
You'd rather not? Okay.
I'd rather not.
Okay.
I'm
Thank you, I'd rather not.
gonna get on this ride. I'm
You
gonna
go in?
pull the
Okay.
bar down.
I mean, I'm going if there's other
Yeah,
folks
you-
going.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Well, I was going to
suss
say some of them have identified you. You're notable.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
You're
We
covered in
swim
blood.
in
You're in your
similar
element.
circles, yeah.
It's like, oh, back from safari.
Because I'm trying to suss out if he thinks there's a saboteur. I'm going.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm like,
and
maybe
there
there
is
is. Yeah.
security.
Yeah.
I like that you aren't in here.
No.
You can tell the police what happened.
I'm coming in. I'm coming in.
We're gonna go in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Into the box. All right.
In the box.
In the
In the box.
Box.
The box is full of zoo animals.
You win! I
we did it.
fire indiscriminately without aiming.
I have more fairy floss.
My God.
Somehow. All right.
The balloon is back.
He says, I know there's no way for me to explain it, especially not to the layperson. I mean, I myself have struggled with it. It's better if I demonstrate. And he ushers out the lovely Galena Thrush.
Oh boy.
Who approaches
I've
the
been waiting for
microphone.
this.
Oh, you're gonna like it. You're
It's
gonna
probably
love
not even
it.
the first time. It isn't the first time
Oh,
you've
no.
seen Galena,
Big
right?
fan. Big fan.
No, she's very.
Aries tour.
She's good. She's solid.
Sorry.
She begins to sing. The first part of the demonstration, you can hear her in the room, singing with her full voice. But inside the soundproof room, what you're hearing is delayed. It's transmitted to a distant radio tower using a traditional boo, the old technique, and it comes back.
Bullshit.
And her lips do not match what you're hearing. It's late.
Yeah.
And then...
Attenuated.
Right. Sprant gestures for the other one to be thrown to the circuit now to activate the resonator. And there are more sparks.
Oh, they just
as
burn
the
out.
fuses seem to be going out. And immediately on both inside of the soundproof box through the speaker and in person, lip sync. Perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to roll the rest of my dice to feel what the building is feeling.
To feel what the building is feeling?
Yes. Because when he's throwing these things,
oh, yeah,
I want to know if it changes the state.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you're welcome,
All
too.
right. We're going to get the rest of this.
I kind of feel like you may want to save a couple dice. We got 40 minutes left.
Nope. Nope. Let's go. I have a 6. What am I getting back from the building?
The sense you are getting from the infant building itself is the same feeling that like a baby would feel toward like an oncoming train. Not understanding hazard. It's just not there yet. What you're getting from the machinery is appetite.
Oh, God.
You're getting the sense of like hunger, but the dish is arriving to the table.
That welcome feeling.
Go ahead. No,
No,
please.
I was going to say, I'm watching the performance. I'm enraptured by her singing, and I'm really trying to like stare at her mouth and match the noise.
You're trying to sing.
I'm trying to
You're trying to find a. You're trying to find a.
Yeah, you want to see if there's a delay.
It.
Yeah.
So, like, is this like a trick, or is this
Yeah.
Oh, sure, yeah, you can try that.
All right, I got a 5 and a 6, and I only needed a 5. I want to see if the sound is coming. Maybe it's a trick of my mind. It looks like the sound's coming before her mouth moves. The sound's coming first.
Ryan, that is very good.
That's fucking crafty, dude.
That is very good.
That is scary smart.
As the song is reaching its end, that is exactly what is happening. The sound coming through the speaker is actually a little bit ahead of what she's singing.
I love it.
No one else has noticed this.
I saw it.
Oh, congratulations. That's very
in the
good.
ether of the Kris Straub. We're two good friends. I saw this coming a mile away.
Oh, what a treat for me.
The trickle chums again.
That is so scary. Okay.
I love it.
I don't get that.
You don't get that, but
I think I'm so off-put, I don't even mention it.
No, it's too weird.
So the song ends, and there's some applause, and these financiers are like, they're very impressed because it seems like they got the real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works. Too good.
And you notice now that almost maybe perhaps because of the applause, and Sprant is now saying like, there are kinks to be worked out, but we believe we can make this more efficient, more cost-effective, and truly change the way the medium exists. Perhaps because of the applause, there's red dust visible in the space.
It's like coming off in clouds.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like with every time the palms touch, we're just seeing it.
There's just a glint now in the air.
Quarrels again.
Galena is now like taking her bows, and her voice is saying thank you on the speaker, but she is not saying thank you.
Oh no.
She even seems a little unnerved at this.
Can I just force myself out of the soundproof booth? Because this is bloody terrifying.
You can, yeah. There's no lock or
No,
anything.
no,
Yeah, there's no guards. Yeah,
He just
no.
really comes out of there.
Yeah.
It's time to go, and I will follow.
Yeah,
after.
I just want to go over to you
Yeah.
because you know the most at this stage. You know,
Yeah.
you'll be someone.
And so yeah, we're just sort of looking at each other like, yeah.
Yeah.
There is feverish activity in this orchestra pit as more of these fuses burst.
Right.
And they are quickly replaced by these mechanics who are now just carrying the boxes in.
Yeah, the
I
boxes are
haven't
right
let
off the
go.
side.
Am I feeling anything as these are bursting?
From the one you have?
Like, I haven't let go.
Oh,
I've been sitting against the
interesting.
wall like this.
Oh, like
I've
that.
maintained contact.
No, Benny's trying to maintain communion.
I'm maintaining, I just want it because I felt the hunger. And again, each one of these is something where it's like it's coming in a wave. Because
Yes.
it takes a lot for my brain to comprehend. Because this is new. A lot of this is new.
You, what you feel, the last thing you sensed from it is this sense of like appetite and being served. Mm-hmm. And then the only way I would describe it is
Yeah.
like you feel like it's like that Hitchcock zoom
Yeah,
where
The vertigo
there's
effect.
just suddenly a gulf
yeah.
where you were experiencing something that maps onto
Yeah.
the human mind,
Yeah.
and now it does not.
I feel like I am in a gullet. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, I'm feeling. So we're doing a lot of important looks, and I nod a little bit, and I try to look for Omen.
Yeah, and I follow you out.
Yeah.
You,
so I'm
you
watching them
basically
go.
burst out.
Yeah.
Yeah. He bursts out. You follow.
I
out.
have not picked up on any of this
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
I just know that everyone else is wigged out. Mm-hmm. Because I'm a good manager.
You're in touch with your team.
Yeah.
And that's important.
Yeah. So I'm coming out here to get information, and I can see that Benny is vibrating on some strange frequency.
Yeah. I've pushed
And
away.
I'm coming up and say, I need your expertise, old man.
It's not something I've seen before. It's I don't know if it's something anybody's seen before. I don't know if we'll see it again. But well, it's coming.
Yeah. Yeah. I find.
And it's like my eyes are weirdly like they're very big and they start watering a little.
Yes. I find Sprint and I say, excellent demonstration. Thus far, we haven't seen any evidence of sabotage. In fact, we've seen a lot of incredible appetite for the product. I think it's been a great night. I did hear some of them mentioning a little bit of concern about how many of the fuses are going. I think it's probably time to shut it down for the night and perfect this on the back end, perfect it later. But right now, while the clients are here, throw the lever. I would go ahead and shut this off now. Let them leave with a great experience.
He says to you, "Thank you, well done. Thank you, well done." And he's just sort of
Scratching?
itching at himself. And he's saying, "Well done, well done." And this now doesn't seem to be in reference to anything that you actually have said to him. This is not the correct response.
He's having a different conversation
Yes,
of some kind, maybe with his skin.
Yeah.
maybe. But
Ordering
nonetheless,
steak.
Yeah.
nonetheless, he does go over to the lever to turn this machine off.
Okay, this is good. Okay. All right, I breathe a sigh of relief. Finally.
A deep red dust.
Yeah.
He turns off the machine. He throws the lever, and the theater is engulfed in darkness.
Oh,
People still in it?
With what?
With people still in it?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, no, it's all
With
dark.
people still in it.
Yeah, the
Oh,
people are still here.
Well, okay.
May we have slide 3, please?
Complete darkness, please.
Well, of course. Of course. The fuck is that, Kris?
Hang on.
There's a shriek from the front of the theater where Galena is, presumably, and this thing that you perceive is perhaps 15, 20 feet tall. And you, Jerry, help me out here.
Yeah, how can I help you?
How do we adjudicate some of the terror
Oh,
that you would be experiencing?
nothing would bring me more pleasure. So, in a case like this,
Because I'd love to explain
in a case like
it.
this, good game master, here, why don't you explain what's happening, and then I'll help you with the mechanics, because I need to know.
I will tell you, but will your character absorb it? Is the question.
Oh, that's the question. Now, so in this, all we're talking about is a resolve test. Oh, yes. Right? We just use resolve whenever we're encountering something that is that fucked up. And we get to grab some dice, and we get to try to make our resolve. Now, these characters are new, young, fresh characters.
True.
And their resolve is 6+.
It's not good.
And my suspicion is that this is a very scary creature.
I think so. It's
And
very
so
surprising. at
Here is
least.
what's going to happen. We are going to try to make resolve tests, each of us. And we would like to get a 6 if possible. But we won't. And here is what's going to happen. I'm just going to show in my dice tray. So here's the 6 dice that make up my character. We all have 6, right? You're going to tell us how much horror we suffer if we fail. And I'm going to take, let's say that it's 3 horror. I'm going to take out 3 of my dice, and I'm going to put in 3 horror dice instead. Those are a part of my pool until I start to feel better about how the universe works, which might not be in the rest of this adventure. I use these dice just like regular dice, but if they ever come up a 1, then you get to roll on the trauma table.
That's true.
So that is the math. Now, we have to see what is going on with these resolve checks. Right? So we refill our pools all the way up to 6. We can choose how many of these dice we want to use, but then we might not have very many dice to do things on our turn. So it's a resource management game.
Do we only need to pass it once? I just need 1 6 out of however many dice.
I mean, if I was going to be mean about it, I could say it's higher.
You could go that it was harder, but we've never seen it before.
I mean,
yeah.
Can I
Pat
Rothfuss my way through this and say...
I was going to say there may be...
Actually, here, hold on. Allow me. I can suffer 1 horror and choose 1 source of danger, and me and allies get +1 to die results on reactions to it.
Oh, that's Optimist, right?
No, this is premonition.
Premonition.
I have a knack.
This is Benny. Okay, so you can just take a horror.
Yeah.
And then the rest of us get +1 on dice.
I knew something was coming.
So you've taken us to 5 up instead of 6.
Yeah.
Okay, that's super good.
But I've got a little gentleman. I've got a little pot.
You just have to eat some horror.
Got to eat a little bit of that horror.
Okay.
All right. So now we only have to beat 5?
5, yeah.
It's a normal word.
It's fine.
And we're all normal about it.
I'm gonna try
Love a
mine.
big whore.
I'm gonna try mine.
All right.
Let's see how it goes. I fuck it.
Okay.
In a cute way?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Horror. Right here. So how about you, Ryan? What's your story?
Well, I was going to say, like, Bertram was unnerved when there's the mechanical happenings and science that he didn't understand. And that was obviously unnatural.
Yeah.
But as terrifying as an enemy as that is, it's still animalistic in a way. And he's stared down lions and tigers and bears.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
This is the greatest.
So, like,
hunt of
yeah,
all.
I would imagine, like, when presented with, like, an animal-type foe, it would be less unnerving than other types of horrors.
I mean, I'm happy to give you that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're not done yet. But, like, this is maybe the least animal of what we're going to see.
Yeah,
It's got arms and legs.
Yeah, it's basically a
Oh, it's
cat.
an animal.
It's
But
got
like a
arms
person.
and legs, so it's an animal.
Behold.
Yeah.
You've eaten human flesh and thought it was a Big Mac, sir.
Oh, my God.
Chairs are animals.
If it has arms and legs, it can be shot.
Yeah.
That's how it works. It seems to me like you're just delaying the roll. That's
I was just seeing if I could get anything out of them. All right, fine.
Jerry, we're all allowed to vamp a little here.
Yeah,
oh, I
jeez.
think we could be. Oh,
You got it.
I got it.
fuck
Twice.
yeah!
Yay.
Fuck yeah!
You got it.
There
we
we
did
go.
it.
So Mac is on.
Bam,
Lore-wise,
bam.
I'm unrattled.
Yeah.
You just see another container for bullets.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
There's
That's 20 feet tall. I can hit that easy.
blood vessels ready to
Yeah.
burst.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
that's your
think-
turn.
Oh,
I
you,
think-
you absorbed it.
Yeah.
You
I
took a horror
did.
die.
I done been hurt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come
My,
on.
my guy's already having a shitty time, what with the people and the trauma, and the fact that the last time I saw an image like that, it meant I was pregnant. So I think I'm going to roll all of a stately 1 to see how we go.
I love it.
Let's
Here.
just see.
Oh, yeah, here, but what is your resolve?
My resolve is a beautiful 4+. So
And it is now
And
a
it's now 3 because
Yes!
of
So this is
my
a
because
flex.
of the horror.
nothing can go wrong.
And
You're going to live forever.
I'm the captain of the Titanic. Here we go.
fucking
5.
All right.
Okay. So what we're learning is that Omen just eats it.
Yeah.
So now,
Just like full, like it comes out and he's just like, yes, this is what I was afraid of. This is what I've been afraid of.
yeah, Omen has had some experience.
No, I have
around the
I have
periphery.
had a taste of this before, but yeah, he has always been worried about something like this, and it just happened. So tell me what type of horror I'm experiencing from this, and I will replace my dice with horror dice.
Well, let's see. I mean, let's
You want to start off on the ramp?
start on the ramp. Yeah, let's do just the 1 for
Okay.
now.
Here, yeah. So because I mean, listen, my suspicion is that with my, with my level of resolve, there's going to be more opportunities to
But
shit
do
the
you
bed.
not take a trauma element from the table?
No, no. It depends on this creature. Some creatures, some particularly devastating creatures, can just inflict them when you fail that. That does happen as well. So it sounds like you're itching to use the table.
Listen, I got.
That's what I'm getting.
I've been looking at these tables for 90 minutes.
it's a tasty table.
Rich, redolent. Now, you're
Chekhov's
gonna-
table.
You're gonna be good. Let's see if this helps you.
Yeah.
What you perceive, all of you have had this opportunity to respond visually
Yeah.
and in your guts of what you're witnessing. Aside from it being a huge humanoid figure, that's geometry doesn't seem to line up exactly. It seems to be coming out of a
two-dimensional
thin
line.
Right.
Yeah.
Despite how foreign it is, you identify the grapple, the struggle. This split in reality is not quite large enough for it.
What
It
a
is-
relief.
It is emerging, but not successfully. And with its one free arm, it is just clawing in the darkness
Just
near it.
sweeping through space.
Yes. One of the mechanics from below has climbed up out of the orchestra's pit to approach this thing,
What?
and appears to be prostrating himself before it. And
I don't know if that's going to go super great for you, guy.
it looks down,
Oh,
noticing
no.
him, snatches him up, and picks him up before it, and intently looks at him. And the man begins to vibrate like a tuning fork. And after a moment, it drops him and can move with a little bit more ease.
Oh no.
And the arm is reaching further.
It's almost like it's calibrating itself to a new place. Okay. Well, we have to stop this. We have to destroy this. This device.
Oh, I'm not even. If there's no time to talk, I assume this was all a split second.
Yeah.
The time you start saying we need to, I'm already shooting
Yeah.
at this thing.
Yeah. You were loading while he said it.
Yeah.
Well, if you're already shooting it, I got the magical words Thompson submachine gun written down here.
You've been holding a violin case this whole time. We're like, okay.
Yeah,
I
the weird
had an
thing was,
elephant gun.
That's true. It's huge.
Well, look, I had the fairy floss, I had the balloon. How was I holding up the violin? Arousal. Right.
It's a shelf.
It's a shelf. Thanks for the compliment. Please take your drink off it.
Okay, well, this is horrible news. So now we get to use our dice. So you're saying that it is time for us to act.
Yes, it is time.
We can utilize our dice however we want, roll them in whatever size pools we want to accomplish things, but depending on how difficult it is, we might want to choose more dice to use.
And because it's fight time, have our dice replenished? Yep.
I was just going to say, so whatever you use to respond, those dice are gone. Those are not going to refill until next time.
All right, that's fine.
Once our turn comes back, we get all of our dice back. But some of us have horror dice.
Right.
And so it might not be great to use them, but I have to.
All right.
I
So
was
do we
gonna
go
say-
simultaneously? How does this?
No,
we can all act at the same time because we're all doing the same shit.
In that case, you're shooting the thing?
I'm immediately the second it, I'll say with some sort of measure of not wanting to hurt another person. He waits he gets ready to shoot, grabs the guy. I stop for a pause for a second. The second the guy's back down, I shoot him with the elephant gun. And
we love it.
My elephant gun never forgets, I say. Really cool. And you all clap.
Yeah.
The three of you
Everybody
clap.
heard it.
Tears coming down.
What are you looking for on the dice?
I got to beat a 4. Range combat's the best thing I can do.
That's what I've heard.
And I got a 6.
Perfect.
Woo woo.
All right.
Nice.
So boom. Okay. So how much damage does that do? Because
4 damage.
Because that subtracts dice from the enemy.
Yeah.
Damage and dice are basically the same thing. So you're screwing up his ability to do shit, which is good.
Add 2 to the injury result on the table as well.
Ooh.
If he's injured, but in order to injure, you need 2 successes.
Sorry.
No, it's good. Next time, it's with that elephant gun, it's worth rolling
Now,
a
hold
handful
on.
of dice.
May I, because of the properties of this creature, respond to this attack? This creature has mist and shadow. It can move through solid objects and ignore obstacles and terrain, except for trying to get out of this rift. All attacks against it have disadvantage.
Oh.
Meh.
Well, here, it's all right.
So I have to re-roll?
So just grab your last dice. Just grab an extra dice. Disadvantage just means you roll with 1 extra dice and drop the bottom one.
Oh, okay, all right. Because I wanted to keep 1.
Yeah, exactly. So leave 1 there. This one that you add for disadvantage comes from the ether.
If it was disadvantage, you drop the top one, right? Not the bottom one.
Yeah, top one.
Sorry.
For disadvantage.
I was like,
Right, drop the one you like. The better.
okay.
All right, so I re-roll now.
Yeah, just go ahead and re-roll.
I got a 4 and a 5 and a 1.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
we drop the best one, I still beat it.
You still get it.
You still get the 4.
Nice.
Well done. And how much damage?
4.
Okay.
4. A sturdy.
It's a big-ass gun.
That's nice.
She large.
Proceed. I know that was an exact term.
Okay.
I just want to make sure.
So
I
you've
do
got a
that.
big boy.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I've got. Right, I just want to know first if I can just roll for wits, because I just want to figure out where I should aim the gun.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, no, that's interesting.
Because my thinking is whether we can aim at him, but the thing is every time another human gets consumed, he's coming further out.
So you're saying shoot all the people?
That's what I'm thinking.
You know, it's a novel approach.
All right, shall I just move to shooting all the people?
Yeah.
There are 9 of these engineers, all in various states of trying to climb out of the orchestra pit.
I have a submachine gun.
You do.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho.
You also have a grenade.
Now you have a...
You're right.
Fuck, you have a grenade.
Down goes the submachine gun. Up comes the grenade. Right? And also, where's the man who employed us?
So at this point, he is prone on the stage near the creature.
Good.
I thought he was the creature, so this is good to know.
So prone,
but he's not-
prone or like
Prostrate, yeah.
Okay.
For our
in worship?
purposes, prone, yeah.
Oh,
In-
Jesus.
in worship.
Here. All right, so
Yep.
grenade is a ranged attack. Anything within, if you get successes, anything within 15 feet takes 3 damage. You might want to roll a bunch of dice because if you get more successes, people start taking 5 damage at random.
How far away are we from him?
What is the range on the grenade?
That is a 15-feet grenade.
Well,
1-5.
15,
The radius of
range is down
damage?
there.
I'm gonna
Radius
throw-
damage 15
Yeah,
feet,
yeah.
Oh, did I put the range in there? It's like 45 feet. You can throw it.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I was going to say, you'll easily tag the being, the resonant one. But, I mean, it is an appealing pit filled with crazed
Mulch.
engineers. Yeah.
Soon to be.
Well, let's put it this way. It used to be full of them.
No, it still is, but as a liquid.
Hey, the orchestra pit's become a pool. We've renovated.
It's a pit.
It's just a moat.
Yeah, it's a moat.
It's going to keep you safe.
Yeah.
All right, and look, I'm just going to roll all of them then.
Just go nuts on it. And
Yeah.
what's your range?
My range is...
Your range combat is 5?
5 plus. Yep.
Perfect.
Okay, here we go.
Make this pit
We
a
want
pot.
the big numbers.
Yeah.
Let's go, let's go.
Okay, 1 success.
Okay. We'll
Now-
take it.
That's all she needs.
What happens on a success? Because I know that there's something about a grenade in
Yes,
terms of
yes.
proximity.
There's something about a grenade.
So, yeah, there is something,
just-
There's something about a grenade.
There's something special about a grenade. Now,
Something good.
every target within 15 feet of the primary target takes 3 damage. If he had gotten more successes, you would start to determine randomly who gets to take 5 instead.
I see.
But there was only 1 success. So now we've got a kiddie pool full of viscera. So you determine how many of these poor sons of bitches are within 15 feet, and then we'll take it from there.
I mean, orchestra pits aren't very big.
It's not big. Yeah, that's the thing. So, like, I'm happy to say that this thing goes off, and maybe fully 6 of them are either disintegrated.
Sorry. Welcome to Australia. Fully sick.
Fully sick.
Oh, fully 6 of them, mate.
Fully 6 of them. They'll fucking kill ya.
Don't be racist to my people.
I'm sorry.
Those aren't your words.
I'll post the notes app apology later with tears. Yeah.
Yeah, twit longer.
Yeah. Twit longer.
Yeah, you obliterate, like, just limbs flying. And fortunately, to everybody's great delight, that also, the concussion also has knocked down, you know, any that were able to withstand the damage from the blast. It knocked them on their ass. They're at the bottom of the pit. Yeah, they're swimming now. Get your floaties.
How's the creature?
The creature is very good question.
Moist.
So let's see. You saw this damage. Okay, the aperture has shrunk, and this thing is almost.
I don't need that one.
Almost in a
Thank you.
ice from how it has diminished.
Oh, it's actually like compressing it.
Right.
It's like it's now being extruded from this.
Right.
I'm gonna make a character choice. I
And
just
it-
took a horror, so I'm afraid. So I'm just gonna start emptying my fucking gun into this thing.
Well, yeah, you're packing too.
I'm going. I got a little tiny one, Colt 1903 pocket hammerless, a 32 ACP pistol. I have never seen this gun before. No, that's just me in real life. I just want to tell you, I don't know about guns.
Listen, I'm not worried about
I
that.
just want to tell you, I don't know about guns. I'm not like other girls. All right. Hey, check it out. So on range combat, check it out.
Holy shit, Laura!
I took a horror for you.
So you just emptied this thing.
I certainly did.
So is it still...
Laura!
I mean, even with the disadvantage, it's still a massive success, right? Is every time we attack, they're at disadvantage, or was it just
Well, against the monster.
the first? Oh, yeah. But
Yeah.
That's what you just said, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I aim for center mass.
Yeah. Here, but just grab 1 extra dice and roll it, because if it's actually a disadvantage, just
What?
roll 1 extra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you'll just drop the high one.
Okay. Oh, no, sorry. Take a nice one out.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Now, what's your ranged combat?
Range combat 5+.
Okay, so you fucked this thing up.
I surely did. Now, here's the thing. It's just a little pocket gun, a little baby gun. 2 damage per. Injury rating 4, not important.
No, injury rating 4, actually very important. How
Important?
many successes do you have in there?
Well, my friend, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay, so the injury rating on the
Yes.
weapon doesn't necessarily come into play. Like, I put it on your sheet thinking that we would never see it. Kris, because she has rolled 4 successes, we have to roll on the injury table for this creature.
For this creature, you would have to, if Mist and Shadow didn't say that this creature cannot suffer injury.
God damn it!
Anyway, but listen,
But that was
they
very good.
saw it. They saw how many high numbers.
You fucking saw it, every one of you. Thank you. That's all. I just like to be noticed.
This thing is. Hold on a second. Let me remove these. How many? How many successes?
4.
4?
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
I assumed that this creature would do better than this, but this thing is just venting ichor, and it is just slashing at what used
It's
to be
adherents.
people.
Oh, now it's just.
It's trying to do the same thing with the parts, and it does not work. And
Oh,
it is
yuck.
And it is just lashing.
Okay, so this place
arm.
has become an abattoir.
Yeah.
It's just flinging.
It's a Pollock painting. Yes.
Yeah.
So Omen
mixed media.
has begun to mumble to himself.
Yeah.
As he raises his pistol way after everyone else. Yeah. With a shaken grip.
It's like we all fire, react
Yeah.
immediately, instinctively. Then all the scared people that were watching this ran out.
Yeah.
There was still a pregnant pause, and then
Yeah.
Omen's like, "Hey, wait a minute!"
You son of a bitch! Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll 2 dice. I'm gonna save one for a reaction just in case.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll 2 dice, one of which is this horror dice, and it's not going to come up a 1. It's going to come up a good high number.
Oh, okay.
So we're looking for 5 or greater. No, I got 2 2s. I am happy to miss if it doesn't mean that I go to Grippy Sock Jail. So, all right, I have 1 dice remaining for a possible reaction.
Okay.
Yes, do I?
And me too, actually.
No.
All right.
No, absolutely not.
All right.
No way.
What a shame that is. The creature, the resonant one, is you hear like a keening sound, high pitch, as it has turned its attention from its the condition, and that there's nothing within reach.
Oh.
It is turning to the damage done by these firearms. Perhaps it's never experienced this before, but it is looking at, struggling with these wounds in it.
Oh, it's like a confused.
Yeah, maybe this is the first time it has had a physical body. And you notice that the way that this thing is now oriented inside of the
Slit.
narrowing rift, that it's twisted away from the injury in such a way that there's more of a gap inside here to beyond.
Oh, you can see through.
And if we could see slide number 4, please.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Okay.
From this,
From the wound?
from beside the wound, not from the, not
the
like it's not
opening, the gap.
venting these. But you may have, it would be easy to make that mistake.
Yeah.
2 of these things come leaping, hound-like, chittering, and land awkwardly on this
dais.
wet
Yeah.
ground in front of them, this floor. And they both make a play for one of the engineers.
Oh no! And it just becomes a toy for them.
Yeah, and they shake it in their jaws, and you're noticing that their jaws, their bodies, there seem to be simultaneously too few and too many limbs at once.
I want to pull my last bullet, pull my last shot. I have a horror dice.
Okay, you're
I
welcome
wanna
to.
see what goes.
That's the action of these
Yeah.
things.
All right, let me see.
What are you trying to do?
It's something else came through, and
Yeah.
I am just trying to fucking get at it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
just want to.
if that's the last action, do we refill?
Do we refill?
Wait, so they have gone?
They've gone.
If all enemies have gone, then we refill.
I was gonna have a little moment.
No, here.
You can still have the moment.
Listen,
You still
I
do
think
it.
it's
Do
too
it right
cool.
now.
That's what I want to do.
I think
we'll
it's
see
too
if I
cool.
fucking get my ass kicked. All right, that's a. That's a 2, my friend.
Okay.
But it's not the big bad. It's not the one that we all hate.
It was just another
It was
shot.
just and I didn't do it. So.
Yeah.
Okay. We were gonna be cool.
So do I keep this horror die because I did a bad thing?
Yes.
or-
It's
gotta stay.
That is going to
It's gotta
stay
stick.
until we can
All
go
right.
to a spa.
Easy peasy.
Until we can get hot stone.
Yes.
Well, there's a pool over there.
Yeah. I don't think that pool
It's-
is going to remove horror.
You know, we could
Oh, I'm
call
not
it
going to lie, it looks pretty warm.
a bit of a protein treatment.
98.
You know?
Yeah.
It's those active proteins. You know, red blood cells. It's like
Yeah.
doping. You know, no cyclists allowed in here.
No.
Bad. Not good for them.
Sorry, I'm going to be gone for a while at protein treatment.
Yeah.
You know, some of those live active cultures.
Cultious.
I did listen to a lot of
Some
long
not so active
No,
anymore.
I want to see what happened. I want to see what this
Sorry.
elephant gun does
Please.
to these dogs.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, how many shots do you get in that gun?
I get 2, and then I have to reload, and I already did 1.
Okay.
Reload.
Yeah.
He shoots the floor to reload, right? That's what it is.
Yeah. I have to shoot off screen.
Yeah, shoot off screen. Sorry. So sorry.
Time crisis rules.
Yeah.
Don't shoot me.
My baby.
I don't know that I want to shoot. Well, I guess I do want to shoot the dogs.
Of course you want to shoot the dogs.
Dogs.
In
Shoot
character,
the
I want
dogs.
to murder dogs.
Shoot the dogs!
You
Shoot
thought
the
I didn't get any
dogs.
better than that?
Yeah,
oh,
that's
boy.
true. I was like, shooting the dog.
Cowards.
All right. I'm going to shoot a dog.
Yes. Yes.
Now you got 2 to choose from. Doesn't matter.
Whichever one's closer. I don't know.
The cuter
Therefore,
one.
easier.
They're
Yeah.
equidistant.
Yeah.
It's just difficult.
They don't have any sort of disadvantage. They're not
A
ethereal,
magical-
fucking teleporting dogs or something, are they?
Boy, they might be.
Special edition
Damn it.
doggies.
Yeah.
Why'd you ask?
Hang on a second.
Sure we don't have any homework?
Nope.
We might.
Nope. Oh, okay.
Stinky, smelly dogs.
They're immune to bullets.
Yeah.
They have a reaction that they can use. So how many successes did you have?
I had 2.
So
So they can use their reaction dice.
They can catch as many
Yeah.
as 2 bullets in their teeth.
that's true.
And the skill that you use to react against ranged attacks is agility. And I think I know what their agility might be.
It's very good. All right,
These are
let's see.
show dogs.
Oh yeah, handily beaten. Not only that, but once they note that the bullet heading toward them, they are allowed to. The Hounds of Tyndalos may quick dodge, and teleport up to 10 feet for free. just because they want to.
We should be playing as these dogs.
They got,
I told you.
They've got an incredible credit score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, great schools.
Oh, the schools.
So they don't hit.
That does
And
not
they
hit.
just-
Now that said, so 10 feet closer.
Yeah, they come at me.
No, just vertical.
Bring it on, dog.
You were only shooting at one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was shooting at whatever one's closer.
One is occupied with its prey.
Okay.
The other one that you shot at left and teleported 10 feet away.
Oh.
And it has found a new toy in Sprant.
God damn it.
That's what I was going at. I wanted to get him. I
But
can't
that's
resist the
its
chance to
action.
shoot
It's
a
just over
dog,
there.
though.
Yeah. Here, so
I haven't-
physically attacking them, unfortunately, might be. When I say better, I mean, I want to make sure you understand what I mean. I mean, not quite as bad, but still not good. Shitty, I think is the term. But I think that it's probably the best chance that we have.
Yeah.
Just to scare them away, maybe. Yeah. But we also have the actual problem.
The other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, other guy's still in play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he probably should be dealt with first.
Yep.
Because apparently he is a source of these things, or at any rate...
He's certainly holding the orifice open.
Yeah, we don't...
It's a real cosmic goatsy situation.
Yeah, we want to turn it down.
Yeah. And
Yeah, we want to soothe.
Yeah.
Preparation H.
So I think wrapping him up as much as we can, as fast as we can, so that then we can deal with these dogs is probably the best.
Slow reactions can't get these dogs.
Yep.
Well, I just got an idea. I got a bullwhip. I'm tremendous at melee combat.
Fuck off. You got a bullwhip in there?
This whole time. That's how cool I am.
Jesus.
Right? Yeah. I got a bullwhip and I didn't even mention it.
Oh my God.
So...
Where was it?
Yeah.
Where was it? Shh. Well, from the people who brought you holding this, this, and this, I had a tail. Right.
Yes.
What a real shitty bullwhip. Right.
It's everything I've ever wanted.
Yeah. What I would like to do is I would like to try to wrap the bullwhip around one of the dogs and throw the dog at the beast in the sky.
Oh, let him throw the dog. Oh, just let him throw the dog. Could you just let him throw the dog?
Sounds difficult, but I've got so many dice.
It sounds very difficult. But I mean that colloquially,
Can I
not
suffer
game
another
rule.
horror?
Yeah. But you are very, very good at this type of fight.
I'm phenomenal at this.
Yeah, you can help.
I'm gonna do two things. I'm suffering another horror to get +1 to die results on reactions to the dog.
Yep.
And I'm gonna throw one of mine to you.
Oh, legend.
Just thematically.
Just to aid.
All right.
Flow it.
Line it up.
I'm a roll 5.
Get him.
Okay, just needs to
I
be...
need this dog thrown.
Just needs to be 4 plus... Oh, 3, yeah. Okay. 6, 3, 5, 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We're throwing this fucking dog!
So yeah, the classic technique with the bullet is that with that many successes, you can make them go prone. But I mean,
come on.
That's a lot of successes.
Chris, come on.
You said I could grab
He's
him.
our special friend.
I'm trying to figure out how to make it work.
It can be prone in the air.
Yeah.
It has to happen, yeah.
Yeah.
What? Like to a creature like this between dimensions?
He doesn't know what throne is.
What's the floor?
I don't even know what town he lives in.
Yeah,
You're gonna let him throw this goddamn dog with a whip? I shot it with a gun.
Let me use the...
And it missed. But a whip? A leather whip?
John is our special
I had
guest.
2 successes with a gun.
He's a very nice
No,
man.
it's like Dune. That bullet was going too fast.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
The whip is slow.
Yeah, the slow
It dodges
knife.
and dodges back.
Yeah.
It's called Arkham Horror, not Arkham Science, mate. Okay.
He's got a point.
I feel like it would use its reaction again, though. But would it succeed is the question.
Yeah. This is melee combat and not agility, so this is
Oh,
a
that's
different.
true.
This is a different kettle of fish. 1 dice.
All right, let's see.
One dice.
Come on.
It did not make it.
Throw on this fucking dog.
Whip over here.
All I want is
Too occupied by the now torn open body of Sprant. A whip encircles one of its back legs, and then you are pulling it back so it has become like a flail, like a dog flail.
From the people who brought you the giraffe sword.
Yeah.
dog flail.
Dog flail.
And then you are flinging it at the giant creature?
Yes.
How do I account for that kind of damage?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get creative.
Perfect.
Is there like a generic ranged attack value?
Of the dog.
Yeah.
Well,
like
look up
whipping at a dog.
Dog as projectile. It's like dog projectile.
Yeah.
Dog
Melee.
melee.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
Are
tell
the
you.
makers of the game watching right now?
Oh.
Yeah.
Because there's a real sense of that is not in the law. Yeah.
Yeah, this game is not playable. In this condition, you will not have this experience.
No.
Yeah, you do it. Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
This thing is so shocked that the body goes careening into this thing. And let's just try. Let's try. Let's see what happens.
You know, this is actually good. Yeah. I know that it's good. That's how unhappy he is.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of Lovecraft or the mythos,
look away.
Cover your ears. Yeah.
Little pictures.
the Hound of Tyndalos, ensnared by a common bullwhip, is launched at this demigod Titan, and its head explodes. And it slides out of the rift.
Yeah, fuck you, God.
But the rift does not close.
Yeah. You ever throw the other dog in there?
Yeah.
You gotta button it up.
Yeah.
The rift does not close. It does not close. And almost strangely reminiscent of the song that Galena chose to sing for her performance, you hear a chorus of yowls and screeches. And that is where we will end.
No.
That is it.
Damn.
What a delight.
No, that was so fun.
That's a dream.
That was
what a dream
so
come
fun.
true.
Nice work, dude.
Thank you for playing with
Well,
me.
no, it was my great
What a
pleasure
delight.
and such a treat.
Thank you,
Thank
John.
you to be with you.
Joining
It
us.
was, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks, gang. That was lovely to be with you. Thank you.
Now, I do have some.
A special message?
I do have some thank yous. First of all, to Phone Brain for giving us our cool regular dice, but also our very spooky horror dice, which I think improved the experience very well. Now they are here at booth TT100, and you can sign up for their mailing list, and we have signed rolling trays by everybody here at the table. Also, Hero Forge, 10% off color minis with code PAX Oz, and of course, hopefully they don't regret it, but we want to thank Asmodee and Edge Studio for letting us play their incredible, fun new RPG, Arkham Horror.
The system whips.
The Hungering Abyss box set is out now. That's where this screen comes from. It has a lot of goodies and gubbins inside, a lot of materials. But the RPG source book that I built these characters from, that's out on November 22nd. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you all. All right, pleasure. Good night. Good night. Oh, treats.